Alright, hey guys, welcome back. So this is going to be a review of the brand new Athearn Genesis ES44AC, and it's also going to be a comparison to the Intermountain ES44DC, and that is going to be done by bnsfrailfans. So by the end of the video, I will have a link to his video in the description, so definitely check that out after this. So we're going to go over some of the differences, and first off, the main one is the headlight. And as most people know by now, Athearn likes to use the incandescent bulbs for their locomotives, and they're pretty good. But I've found with a lot of with a lot of decoders, the life of the light bulbs will vary. Digitrax has so far proven themselves the best, but NCE not so much. I've had to send one of my other engines back already because of the light bulb burning out twice already in two different places. So I'm going to see how the Tsunami decoders hold up, and I'm going to go ahead and let you guys listen to the bell and horn because they are pretty nice without the echo of the engine in the background. So here's the horn. It's got a nice fade off to it, whereas the older runs used to just fade right out. Here's the bell. And the short horn. And the long horn, I can make it pretty well as long as I want to. Alright, let's go ahead and start her up. So here's the horn with the engine in the background. The bell. Let's go ahead and move it back. Alright, so here's the air release, the dynamic brakes, and the shutdown sequence, and as well as the coupler disconnect. So let's go ahead and look over some of the details on the locomotive, and we'll start off with the underframe. I'll just go ahead and slide this back. The underframe has some very nice detail. A lot of it is separately applied, and going along the length of the locomotive there's a lot of underpipe work. And for those of you who are unaware of this, but this is the first General Electric locomotive to be done in Athearn Genesis by Athearn Genesis. So it's got a lot more detail than the standard ready to rolls. And also it's got a lot of nice detail under the pilot. The springs and bearings for the trucks are very well done. A lot of detail and depth into those. And the E-bell on the front of the tank is very well done. And slide it on up. And one thing that was done a little differently with this locomotive is that the grills are actually painted to give them a little bit more depth, and they've done that in a few cases along the side of the long hood, where the doors have the sides of them have been painted to give them a lot more depth, and some of the parts along the roof have been separately applied just to give them more detail. And we'll go ahead and slide her down. You can get a good look at the back end here. Again, very well done. You got two spare knuckle heads underneath the MU cables. And we'll go ahead and turn it around. just unplug it there. And again, very nice detail along the underframe as well as the on top of the frame. Very well done. It does have a cab interior, which I will attempt to show you guys if I can keep the camera steady enough. Now it's not really noticeable. You can kind of just see the chair there. But yeah, it's got really nice detail. And we'll go ahead. And actually, the grills right there are actually see-through, and that's where the speaker is. And moving along to the top, a lot of warning labels, and these panels towards the front here are actually separately applied, like I said earlier, to give them a lot more depth. The horn is correct, and I still believe it's very odd that 3 of the horns are facing backwards and one of them is facing forward. And also you got 2 very nice fans there. Let's see if I can focus in on that. Yeah. Very nicely done locomotive. And there you have it. Brand new Athearn Genesis ES44AC. And I've kind of already bent out the handrails because the handrails are very flimsy. Now this was in fact developed from the old Tower 55 models that they got. And those were pretty nice too, but they really did some major improvements on them. And I'd say the biggest one would be around the cab in the correct place, well, the correct windows, the drive, where a few things were fixed on this as opposed to the old Tower 55. Button differences, drawbacks to this locomotive: the number boards don't light up like they do on the Intermountain, and they do actually light up in real life. The MSRP for one of these is about $372, straight from the hobby shop. But you can also probably get deals online that you would normally give you a good discount, and they would probably give you about $250, maybe a bit more. But Intermountains do tend to give you more value. One thing I had to do to this locomotive is same thing as all my others, is I've replaced the front coupler with the KD number 5, whereas the Intermountains come pre-installed with them, and they are actually correct. This came with a half shelf coupler, with the bottom one was the shelf. And to be honest, I think it would just be the Intermountain and the Athearn are pretty much equal in comparison. I mean, they both have their drawbacks, but they also have their advantages. I mean, the Intermountains are a little bit more cheaper, but you do get what you pay for. And I have to say, this is a spectacular locomotive. I've been waiting for this for quite a while now, and I've been kind of been anticipating it, because why would you get the tooling to do an ES44AC and not use it? I mean, they're one of the most popular locomotives. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos soon. Alright, take care.